Okay, welcome, well, the 5 subscribers I have who are actually going to watch this video. Today I'm going to do a playthrough of Betrayal at House on the Hill. This isn't going to be a rules video, so don't come here watching it expecting me to explain how the game is played, because there are a lot of other videos online that do that probably better than I could. Today what I want to do is I want to tell you a story. Now, Betrayal at House on the Hill is a game for 3 to 6 players, but if you have an imagination and you're not a complete pussy, it works perfectly well as a solo game. So I've chosen the 3 characters that I'm going to play today. I'm going to show them to you. I'm going to explain a little bit about who they are. Now, I am going to add this disclaimer. This might get a little bit racist, possibly. I might be attacking some religions as well, maybe. So if you're easily offended, fuck off. Now, the first character we have, our main character, I'd like to think of him, is Peter Akimoto. Now, okay, the dog doesn't like Peter, that's fine. Now, Peter Akimoto is the son of a laundromat owner. Now, this laundromat owner is sick of washing the shit stains out of people's underpants, you know, washing cum and blood off the sheets and things like that. He doesn't want Peter to grow up with that same kind of a job. So he's pushing Peter to become a doctor. Now, unfortunately, Peter's only 9 years old. He's not really looking for a vocation at the moment, so his father, in his infinite wisdom, every weekend makes Peter sit down and watch reruns of Doogie Howser. Because if Doogie Howser's a doctor and he's only 14, you should be a doctor by the age of 10. So it's Friday night, Peter's pissed off, his father's got the DVDs of Doogie Howser lined up, and Peter's like, fuck this, climbs out of his bedroom window and runs off into the night. Now, he comes across this house, the house on the hill, so to speak, and runs into this gentleman. This gentleman here. This gentleman is Father Reinhardt. Let's see if I can get it in focus. Father Reinhardt is a disgraced Catholic priest whose name has been slandered in this small town because people think that he has been touching the altar boys, so to speak. Of course he hasn't. Not every Catholic priest does that, let's be perfectly honest here. But Father Reinhardt is out to clear his name. I mean, he does have a fetish, but it's not touching small boys, it's urinating in the communion wine. So what he's done is he's come out to this house on the hill to gather his thoughts. He's invited with him a reporter, Vivian Lopez. Lovely Vivian, very sassy, in a blue dress. He's invited Vivian Lopez out to kind of explain himself, and they've both run into Peter Akimoto, and Father Reinhardt has thought this is the perfect opportunity. I'm going to prove to Vivian that I can go into an abandoned house with a small child for one night and not touch him inappropriately. And that's where we find our 3 heroes. Now, at some point in this game, something bad's going to happen, and one of them is going to turn out to be a traitor. This is just a story, okay? So let's just play it. We'll see what happens, and I'll explain as I go along what I'm doing. So they're in the entry hall at the moment. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can kind of get a bit of a better idea. Sorry for my shoddy camera work. They're in the entry hall. Peter Akimoto is going to go first. He has a movement or a speed of 4. He is going to move 1, and he's going to go here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw from this stack of tiles. If it says upper and I'm on the upper floor, I can use it. Ground, I'm on the ground floor. Basement, I'm in the basement. So the first tile here is the organ room, and there's a symbol there for an event. The organ room. How very inappropriate. A priest, a small child, and an organ room. Okay, let's have a look at the event. Burning Man. Can we get some focus? A man on fire runs through the room. His skin bubbles and cracks, falling away from him and leaving a fiery skull that clatters to the ground, bounces, rolls and disappears. You must attempt a sanity roll. Okay. His sanity is 4. So I roll these 4 dice and we'll see what happens. I got 2, 4, 6, 7. 4 plus. Come on, come on. You feel a little hot under the collar, but otherwise fine. Gain 1 sanity. So Peter Akimoto has seen this burning figure running through this organ room, and he's thought, you know what? Whatever. He's a kid. He's grown up on video games and shit. That's nothing to him. Okay, Father Reinhardt. He has a speed of 3. He's not going to follow Peter. He's going to move here because he doesn't want to be seen as a pervert. And he comes to the patio. So we connect it like that. By the way, there's the organ room. Apologies. So he is in the patio and he has an event. Disquieting sounds. If it'll focus. A baby's cry, lost and abandoned. A scream, the crack of breaking glass, then silence. Roll 6 dice. If you roll equal to or more than the number of omens that have been revealed, you gain 1 sanity. If not, take 1 die of mental damage. As no omens have been revealed, this should be pretty easy. I have to roll 6 dice and get higher than 0. Yeah. Okay, Vivian Lopez, the reporter. She is going to follow Father Reinhardt out onto the patio, and then she's going to move up there to the bloody room. Ooh. I apologize for the focus. It's pretty bad, but you know what? Just go with it. It's a game. So she's in the bloody room, and you can see that this icon here means she gets an item. Just give these a quick shuffle, and she gets a healing salve. A sticky paste in a shallow bowl. You can apply the healing salve to yourself or another living explorer in the same room. If the explorer's might or speed is below its starting value, raise it 1 or both traits. Discard the item after you use it. So she's basically walked into a room. There's blood all over the floor. In the middle of this room is a bowl with a sticky paste in it, and she's gone, you know what? I'm gonna fucking take that. We're not dealing with the brightest reporter. I mean, I'm pretty sure she's a Trump supporter. That would explain it. We go back to Peter Akimoto in the organ room. He's just going to come down here. And he finds the gardens. Okay. And he has an event. A funeral. You see an open coffin. You're inside it. Okay, that's probably gonna fuck him up. He's looking down at himself. Roll sanity. That's 4 dice for him. And he gets 2, 3, 4, 5. You blink and it's gone. Gain 1 sanity. So this kid's not doing too bad. He's seen a burning man. Run through a room. Possibly naked on fire. He's walked out into the garden. There's a coffin. He's lying in it. He's just like, wow. You know what? Any of this shit is better than another episode of Doogie Howser. I mean, come on. He's seen them all a million times. They're good, but they're not great. So he's just like, whatever. I'm done with this, Dad. Okay, Father Reinhardt. Gonna move up here. Father Reinhardt finds the ballroom. Now this is, I assume, dancing and not just like ghostly testicles flying everywhere, but whatever. What happens in the ballroom? Possession. Come on. A shadow separates from the wall as you stand in shock. The shadow surrounds you and chills you to the core. You must choose one trait and attempt a roll for that trait. He's going to do sanity because he has a sanity of 6, so he has the most dice in it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. 4 plus. You resist the shadow's corruption. Gain 1 in a trait of your choice. He is going to get might because he's a pretty weak priest. He doesn't do push-ups and shit. He eats junk food. There he is over there. My apologies, people. And now Vivian Lopez is going to move up here. And she has found, whoops, the graveyard. When exiting, you must attempt a sanity roll of 4 plus. If you fail, lose 1 knowledge, but continue moving. This house is all kinds of messed up. I mean, let's zoom out for a second. You've got a garden down here with a boy in a coffin. You've got a patio that leads to a bloody room. You've got a ballroom, and then you've got a graveyard. That's... whoever designed this house is a... well, I don't know what they are. But it's probably rude. So in the graveyard, there is a hideous shriek. It starts like a whisper, but ends in a soul-rending shriek. Each explorer must attempt a sanity roll. Okay, so we'll start with her. Her sanity is 4. She gets a 1 to 3, so she takes 1 die of mental damage. None. Peter Akamoto gets 4 plus, which is he resists the sound. And Father Reinhardt gets 4 plus, and he also resists the sound. So all in all, not too bad. The reporter has gone into the graveyard, is having a look around, wondering what the hell she's doing. She could have been on a date with that hot cop from the next town over, but no. Instead, she's in this crazy house with a priest and a small boy who keeps talking about Doogie Howser. All of a sudden, hideous screaming starts to resonate throughout the house, and everyone's like, what the fuck? Very tense. Okay, let's come back down to Peter. I think Peter is going to go down here into the library. Now the library is good because once per game, if you finish a movement there, you can gain 1 knowledge, and knowledge is always good. Knowledge is power. A phone rings in the room. You feel compelled to answer it. Roll 2 dice. A sweet little granny voice says... I rolled a 2. I'm here, sweetums. Give us a kiss. He takes 2 mental damage. I'm pretty sure... I'll drop his knowledge by 1 and his sanity by 1. I'm pretty sure that happened in one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Didn't Freddy Krueger's tongue come out of the telephone? Okay, Father Reinhardt is going to move down here into the creaky hallway. Because there was no event or anything, he can keep moving. He's going to move down here into the statuary corridor where he has another event. A bloody vision. The walls of this room are damp with blood. The blood drips from the ceiling, down the walls, over the furniture, and onto your shoes. In a blink, it is gone. You must attempt a sanity roll. His sanity is 6, so he shouldn't have any problem with this. He rolls 2, 4, 6. On 4+, you steal yourself. Gain 1 sanity. We're not getting any of the omens or anything yet. Just a little disconcerting, but hey, that's the nature of this game. Okay, Vivian, she has a movement of 4, speed of 4 I should say, so she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to head upstairs. Now there's the upstairs landing is there. And we have the basement landing there. She doesn't get to do anything because there's nothing on the stairs, so we're going back to Peter Akamoto. In the library, he's going to move off to the side here. And he finally finds an omen in the abandoned room. Okay. Now, when we get that raven symbol, we draw from this deck of cards, the omen deck. Then we roll 6 dice. If we roll less than the amount of omens that have been found, that triggers the haunt and we find out what bad shit is going to happen. Okay. Peter Akamoto has found a spear. A weapon pulsing with power. You roll 2 additional dice, minimum of 8 dice, when making a might attack with this weapon. You can't use another weapon while using this one. Make a haunt roll now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I roll 0, the haunt appears. Nope. I rolled 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So we're all good. Okay, let's move back to Father Reinhardt in the statuary corridor. I just realised that I didn't make a sanity roll for her when she left the graveyard, so I will do that now. And she was fine. Okay. That was Vivian. I had to make a sanity roll in the graveyard. My mistake. Okay, Father Reinhardt. He's going to come over here. Upper basement, upper basement, upper basement, upper basement, 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 upper basement. Wow. Are there even any ground floor tiles left? Here we go. So that was 1, 2. He's going to keep going into the junk room. There he is in the junk room. It says, when exiting you must perform a might roll of 3. If you fail, lose 1 speed. But he also draws an omen. And he gets the crystal ball. Hazy images appear in the glass. Once during your turn, after the haunt is revealed, so we can't use it yet, you can attempt a knowledge roll to peer into the crystal ball. You see the truth. Search the item or event stack for a card of your choice. Shuffle that stack, then place it on top. You lose 1 sanity, or you stare into hell and you lose 2 sanity. Okay, now we must make a haunt roll. 2 omens have been revealed. And I get a lot, so that's fine. Okay, she's going to go upstairs. Let's bring that here. So she's going to move 1. Where did it go? There we are. And 2. Let's just put all these cards here. Basement, ground, upper. So the first room she goes into, let me get this into focus, people, I apologize, is a collapsed room. You must make a speed roll of 5 to avoid falling. If you fail the roll, draw a basement tile and put it into play. You fall there and take 1 die of physical damage. Okay, like that. So she has to make a speed roll of 5+. Her speed is 4. Let's see if she can do it. She did. She got 5 exactly. Whew, that was close. You don't want to go down in the basement because it's a little difficult to get out sometimes. Okay, Peter. Move up. Peter finds the chapel. We can have an event. The Lost One. A woman wearing a Civil War dress beckons you. You fall into a trance. You must attempt a knowledge roll. If the result is 5 or more, you break out of the trance and gain 1 knowledge. Otherwise, roll 3 dice to see where the Lost One leads you. So basically, he's seen this chick in a Civil War dress, and she's saying, "Follow me." Ooh. I don't know why she sounds like that, but she does. Okay, I need to make a 5+. Oh, he does it easily. Easy peasy. So he's just looking at this woman and he's like, seriously? This is like so 1984, dudes. Come on. I mean, you got to do better than that. And he gains 1 knowledge. Peter Akamoto, I don't know, he could be a doctor. He's got the brains for it. He's just a lazy little shit, I guess. Okay. Now, Father Reinhardt has to make a might roll of 3+ to get out of here without losing a speed, and he does it easily. He's going to go 1, 2 into the game room, where he finds a collection of Arkham board games. Arkham Horror, Eldritch Horror, Elder Sign, Mansions of Madness 2nd edition. Some interesting stuff. The Beckoning. Outside. You must go outside. Fly to freedom. Each explorer in the gardens, graveyard, tower, on the balcony, or in a room with an outside facing window. That would be only only Peter. Here you can see these windows face out. Must attempt a sanity roll. Okay, his sanity is 5. He's pretty good sanity. 4, 5. 2, 4, 6, 8. On a 3+, he backs away from the ledge. This kid is a machine, I'm telling you what. This house is throwing everything it has at him. Man, that must be the power of Doogie Howser. Like, I think I might have to get those DVDs, actually. Okay, she is going to move out of the collapsed room. And she is now in the conservatory, where we have another event. Mist from the walls. Mist pours out from the walls. The faces in the mist are human and inhuman. Each explorer in the basement must attempt a sanity roll. We have no explorers in the basement. So the mists came out of the wall. They're like, ooh, what? Fuck. Okay, Peter Akamoto is going to move 1, 2 into the charred room, where he gets another omen. He finds the spirit board, a board with letters and numbers to call the dead. Before you move during your turn, you can look at the top tile of the room stack. If you use the spirit board after the haunt has been revealed, the trader can move any number of monsters one space closer to you. If there's no trader, all the monsters move one space closer to you. Okay, so he has a spear and a Ouija board now. And I rolled a 4. There are only 3 omens on the board, so we're okay. Let's go and find Father Reinhardt up here in the game room. He's going to move across to the dining room now, where he gets another omen. He finds possibly my favourite, the Madman. A frothing, raving madman, or a raving, frothing madman, my mistake. Gain 2 might and lose 1 sanity. Lose 2 might and 1 sanity. If you lose custody of the madman, he can't be dropped, traded, or stolen. So he gets 2 might. Oops. He gets 2 might, so his might goes up to 5, and he loses a sanity, so he's back down to 6. Because it's an omen, we make the haunt roll. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are only 4 omens on the board, so we're okay. Alright. Now, Vivian Lopez, the reporter. She's got a bit of a problem. She's going to move from here into the collapsed room, possibly falling into the basement. Her speed is 4, so we'll go 1. She has to make a speed roll of 2. She fails. So she draws a basement tile. Wow. Okay. And she lands there and takes no damage. So basically, what happened was, she goes from the conservatory into the collapsed room, falls through the floor because she just wasn't thinking. Lands on the stairs to the basement after dropping from the second floor, through the first floor, down into the basement stairs. Doesn't take any damage. Just picks up, brushes itself off, went, huh, that was a little strange. Okay, we go down to Peter Akamoto. He is going to move here into the Mystic Elevator. So basically you can roll 2 dice and the elevator is going to fly around the house. We'll see where it goes. So he jumps into the Mystic Elevator. Like that. And on a 3, he goes to the upper floor. So the Mystic Elevator has put him all the way up there in the upper floor. Does he want to keep moving? 1, 2, yeah, he'll go that way. So he left, went through the landing and found a research laboratory where there is a mystic slide. Come on. Come on, focus, you motherfucker. Alright, mystic slide. Almost. Why aren't you? There we go. If you're in the basement, this event affects the next explorer to your left, not in the basement. Discard this card if all the explorers are in the basement. The floor falls out from under you. I'll just zoom out a bit, I think that could be the problem. There we go. Please place a slide token in this room. Okay, I'll get a slide token. Looking, there it is. So a slide token goes in that room. Then attempt a might roll to use the slide. His might is 3. He gets a 2+. Okay, draw tiles from the room stack until you draw a basement room. Place the room tile. Then you fall in that room and take 1 die of physical damage. And anyone can use the slide from now on. So I'm just going to shuffle these tiles up. These are the ones we haven't used yet. Okay. I draw the larder. Once per game, if you end your turn here, gain a might. I will put the larder just there. So basically, some idiot, he takes no damage from the fall. So some idiot built a Happy Day Fun slide in the research laboratory that leads down to the larder where all the food is kept. The architect was smart, really smart. In the larder there is an idol. Perhaps it's chosen you for some greater purpose, like human sacrifice. Once per turn you can rob the idol for making any trait or event roll to add 2 dice to the roll. Each time you do, lose a sanity. Okay, not bad. I'm all the way over here to Father Reinhardt. I don't know if there's... oh yeah. He's going to move through there. Into the coal chute. So he's basically gone, whee! slides all the way down to the basement landing. So everyone is in the basement now. Okay, well, you might as well keep exploring the basement, you know. She's like, "Hi, what have you been doing? Not touching children, I hope." Shut up. Okay. So she goes into the furnace room. She's going to take 1 point of physical damage because it's hot in the furnace room, but she found a holy symbol omen. She gains 2 sanity, a symbol of calm in an unsettling world. And she must make a haunt roll now. So, first of all, she gains 2 sanity. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice. There are 5 omens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, I rolled 4. There are 5 omens on the board. The spear, the spirit board, the crystal ball, the madman, and the holy symbol. So this is going to trigger the haunt. I'm going to pause the video and then I'll come back. Okay, so the holy symbol found in the furnace triggered the haunt perchance to dream. Now there is going to be spoilers here, so if you don't want it ruined, turn off the video now. So, Peter Akimoto has fallen unconscious in the larder. Your body has entered a new place, a very, very bad place, but a place where you discover with a thrill of anticipation you have a measure of control. This is your chance to change everything. The thought seeps up from the back of your mind. Take a break, rest a while. Why not lie down and take a little nap? It's such a nice bed in the larder. The eyes of your fleshy cage close, and for the first time your subconscious eye opens. Time to set your dreams free. Let the screaming begin now. Peter Akimoto's nightmares have come to life. The embodiments of Doogie Howser. And all of these little Doogie Howsers are trying to escape the house. So what Peter needs to do is to let his nightmares free. He wants to let the Doogie Howsers out so they can run back and attack his father. Stop making me watch this show. I don't want to be a doctor. Now, Father Reinhardt and Vivian Lopez, wake up, wake up. Why won't the dreamer wake up? One of your fellow explorers has fallen asleep in the bedroom, which is a larder, I guess. You poke and prod and then deliver a stinging slap. Nothing wakes the dreamer. In a terrible place like this, that can't be good. The dreamer thrashes, crying out, "Come back! Don't do it! Doogie! Doogie Howser!" Must be a nightmare. Now what Father Reinhardt and Vivian Lopez have to do is wake up Peter Akimoto before his nightmares escape. Now they do that by taking the holy symbol in there and basically just punching the shit out of him until he wakes up. So, it's Peter Akimoto's turn. And he's going to send... pardon me. He's going to send this nightmare 1, 2 into the foyer. He's going to send this nightmare 1, 2 into the foyer, 3, 4 into the entrance hall, and this nightmare is going to attack Father Reinhardt. This is for not touching me. Okay. So, to attack, he rolls his might, and Father Reinhardt rolls his might, but he is going to take mental damage instead of physical damage. So, Father Reinhardt's might is 5. Alright. So, the nightmare does 5 points. Father Reinhardt does 2 points. And I dropped a dice on the floor. Sacagawea. So, Father Reinhardt takes 3 points of mental damage. He's going to lose 2 knowledge and 1 sanity. That wasn't good at all. Okay, Father Reinhardt is going to continue to fight this nightmare, maybe kill it. He gets 4. The nightmare gets 5. Father Reinhardt takes another point of sanity damage. He's not looking too good. Vivian Lopez, she has the holy symbol. She's going to go try and wake up Peter Akamoto. Now to do this, she makes a might roll of 5+, and any here in the room can attempt a sanity roll or might roll of 5+. After each success, take a sanity on might token. And the dreamer awakes when there are 3 tokens on there. So she is going to make a sanity roll because she has higher sanity. So she's going to gently just nudge him awake. And she gets a 6. So that's 1 sanity token on there. Okay, Peter. Whoops, that's right, Peter's in that room. So he's going to send his nightmares out. Let me just pull out a little bit. Okay, so this nightmare escapes. Now, nightmares can't escape through the same exit or entrance. This nightmare is going to 1, 2, 3, 4 to the library, and this nightmare, he's going to keep attacking Father Reinhardt. I think he wants to kill Father Reinhardt. He gets 2. Father Reinhardt kills the nightmare. So the nightmare that's been persistently attacking the priest has gone down, but Peter Akamoto creates more doogie houses. Okay. Now it's Father Reinhardt's turn. He's going to move in here. He's going to ignore that nightmare. He wants to wake up Peter Akamoto. So he's going to roll might. He's going to punch Peter Akamoto in the face. He's going to say, "Wake up, you little shit." And that is 2, 3, 4, 5. That is enough. And now Vivian is going to shake him awake. She's going to put her hand gently on the priest's shoulder. She's going to say, Easy there, big fella. You don't have to punch the kid. Come on. And she gets 6, thus waking up Peter Akamoto and putting an end to the nightmares. The roaming nightmares lose all cohesion and vanish. The dreamer ceases thrashing but gives voice to one final scream in a deep, hellish voice. No, don't make me go back. Dookie Howser. Your friend wakes blinking and in a normal voice said, I had the strangest dream. The end. Okay, let me just pull back so you can see what the final house looked like. It's all kind of crazy. I think it was a pretty anticlimactic end because everyone ended up in the basement. It was really easy. She just happened to have the holy symbol. But there you have it. Peter Akamoto has gotten over his fears of Doogie Howser. Father Reinhardt has proven to Vivian Lopez that he doesn't molest small children. He just likes beating the shit out of them when they're asleep. And Vivian Lopez is probably not going to report this. It was a little strange the evening. But there you have it. That is Betrayal on House of the Hill. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not sure what my next playthrough is going to be, but if you have any requests, you can put them down in the comments. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you all later.